Okay, so we have a 1750 battle report for you today. I'm facing a Space Marine army, right?
That's right.
Not Black Templars, but Space Marines. All kinds of crazy cool stuff. It's Dawn of War, so only that is on the board for him. For me, Dawn of War, I have 10 Immortals with Lord, 10 Immortals with Lord, and I've got a Catan with Gaze of Fire, Lord of Death. You've seen him before. Annihilation Barge, 10 Lychguard with an Overlord and a Cryptek, Veil of Death in there. The Nightmare Shroud, 5 Scarabs, 3 Heavy Destroyers. And is my opponent want to steal initiative or no?
Why not?
Okay, grab a dice. Here, let me give you a dice here. There you go, he's going to try to steal initiative. No, he rolls a 2. So I am going first. Back in a bit. Okay, rounding up top of turn 1, Dawn of War for the Necrons. These guys just sat chilling where they are. Flew on kind of conservatively back here. Moved and ran a few inches. Flew on 12. Moved and ran, I think, 1 inch over here. Moved and ran about 3 inches over there. And those guys just chilled. He tried to see over there. We're out of range to see them, but to be honest, I don't think I would have been in the range of my 24-inch range guns anyways. So that is it. On to turn 1 for the Space Marines. We're going to see what kind of, how they deploy on the board, or how they roll on the board. Back in a bit. Okay, so wrapping up bottom of turn 1 for Space Marines. Moved up, ran 4 inches. Flew up. This is Stern Guard inside there, popped smoke. Assault Terminators, claws and hammers, popped smoke. Bunch of melee guys, regular guys with some kit over there, pop smoke. That guy tried to drop orbital bombardment onto here. It ignores the night fighting rules. However, it rolls an extra d6 if he missed, so he missed and it scattered off. Otherwise, those guys with the missile launcher in there tried to see here, but again, couldn't see me, just like I couldn't see them. So we're on to turn 2, back in a bit. So the armies are on the board, Annihilation in effect. Here we go. Okay, rounding up top of turn 2 for Necrons. What happened? These guys did nothing. They're just chilling on this side of the board here. They're happy in kill points to just stay there. These guys flew over here, fired at that guy. 2 of them were in range. Only got 1 hit. Well, got 1 glance only, and he made his cover save. Over here, these guys, 9 of them were in range. They hit with a couple of single shots there. 1 glance, got through the cover save, and made it so he can't move or shoot next turn. These guys, I decided, I was thinking about teleporting them with the Veil of Darkness, maybe putting them there, or being gutsy and kind of putting them somewhere over here. But you know what? Looking at his army, it's a close combat army, so I think we're going to meet up in the middle anyways. So I just moved them and ran them a few inches up this way. And Catan moved and ran over there to the side. This thing moved up, fired through the windows at the vehicle that was over there. Got 1 glance only from it, but it just didn't do anything because of the cover save and didn't arc to anybody. And that was about it, so pretty slow turn. These guys moved up, ran only 1 inch, so I decided to keep them back here. I'm not going to put them out in the open, the Scarabs. So on to bottom of turn 2, coming up. Alright, so rounding up bottom of turn 2 for Space Marines, what happened? Everything rolled up, Multi-Melta moved out there, fired into here, but couldn't penetrate the armor because it was out of double dice range. Tons of shooting, assault cannons, a single las cannon from Power of the Machine Spirit into the Lychguard. But all saves were made. We made every single save, invulnerable, some of them were regular armor saves, that was it. These guys moved up, I tried to fire in there, they moved up and ran. That thing flew on, finally came on from the reserves and flew flat out, so it's got some crazy engine stuff coming out of its back there, pretty cool. And it is on to turn 3, still no kill points achieved by either side, so back in a bit. Okay, rounding up top of turn 3 for Necrons, not a great turn, although we did get some kill points. Over here, these guys fired into this guy, managed to lower him down to 1 wound, and then I decided to fire my heavy destroyers into him. Only got 1 hit and then rolled a 1 to wound, so that jerk is still alive, so no kill point achieved there. These guys didn't use their Veil again, they just moved up. They're going to be in the middle of the board. Catan moved up, assaulted in, blew up a vehicle for a kill point. These guys, I decided to sacrifice them. They went in there, wrecked that Land Raider for a kill point. These guys over here, I moved them up to the edge, thinking that was going to be 12, but it was just out, so I wasn't able to fire there. But you know, it's better to have them on the edge, I think, than anywhere else. And that was it. So these guys are still chilling back here, but they're getting close to the enemy. Those Land Raiders popped out because it was wrecked, so they're over there. And we will be back in a bit. This guy looks like he's fighting, but he's not. It's just that those guys were popped out from a wrecked, an exploded vehicle, pardon me. And that was it. Back in a bit. So just a mid-bottom of turn 3 wrap-up. An interesting combat starting. 2 units piled into these guys over here. What happened over here? 5 Lychguard died from random bullshit pistol shots, but then 4 of them reanimated. The Cryptek is dead, though. I decided to put a wound on him once things were going badly. Over here, Assault Terminators got in on the Catan. It's going to be awesome combat over there. And over here, combat starting. That thing's going to get smushed very, very quickly. 2 units of things are attacking it, so it's going to get slaughtered. Back in a bit. Okay, rounding up to bottom of turn 3, what happened? Just total disaster. My Lychguard whiffed a lot of attacks, killed only 3 guys. My Lord decided to die, even though he only took like 4 or 5 invulnerable saves. He decided to roll really badly there. Some really awesome close combat from these guys. Just chopped through, beat me by 4. And they failed the leadership and got ran down. So that Lychguard and Lord are just toast instantly.
It's because of the extra
Slaughter
attacks
instantly.
I had and everything.
He had some crazy extra attacks from some kind of banner. He had some kind of cheating rerolls somewhere. I don't know how the rules work, but and he's got some awesome stuff
That's
there.
why I didn't bring out.
And over here, they beat me by 2. He managed to cause 2 wounds with some luck to me. For some reason, I didn't cause any wounds to him. He made all of his invulnerables, and then I nuked him, and I caused only 1 wound in returns. It was on the captain. So I regained a wound. I crumbled though, so 1 more wound left. So I'm down to 2 wounds over there, but we're tied up over there. And that was it. So it's actually, that was 2 kill points achieved. So it's actually 3-2 right now for the Space Marines. So we're gonna have to go on the back foot now. There we go. And back. And just a quick mention. Yeah, we rolled for Ever Living for the Lord, but he failed, so he's toast. Okay, so rounding up top of turn 4, what happened? These guys fired into here. Combination with, they actually ended up having to waste these string line shots on the lone surviving guy there. We gunned down a small unit that was in front. This guy fired in over here, but no luck. Only managed to blow off the big gun there. We managed to arc to this unit, but we didn't actually kill anybody there. These guys helped fire at that unit that was there. And that was it. So over here, combat, the Catan went simultaneously with a couple of those guys, killed the character for a kill point. No wounds taken from the Terminators, so his toughness held out there. But he did Gaze of Death and managed to do 2 wounds, but both of them were saved by, they happened to be on Storm Shield Terminators, so they saved them both. Pretty impressive. So it's still a gong. We won by 1, but they stuck it out. Nothing exciting over there. On to bottom of turn 4 coming up. Okay, rounding up bottom of turn 4, what happened? These guys came out here, moved in there. Catan exploded in combat, took a Storm Shield Terminator with him, managed to put attacks into a unit, killed 2 guys, so I got a kill point there. Kill point received for the Catan though, as he exploded. Some guys moved up here, tried to fire in here, but I passed all my saves. I don't think they did too many wounds, and that was it. We have to finish at the end of the next turn, so we're going to play only to turn 5, because my opponent has to leave. So 1 final round coming up. Okay, so rounding up top of turn 5, what happened? These guys fired in on that 1 wound guy there, with the multi-melta, and we managed to kill him, so that was a kill point. These guys fired in on the character. Only a few of them were able to see him through the windows. Didn't cause any lasting wounds though. But then I had to waste my insta-kill guns on him, and it was worth it. 1 got through, and he failed his invulnerables, so he died instantly. So that was another kill point there. So we're up to 7. This guy over here laser beamed that tank, but again, not too lucky. Just immobilized him, made it so he can't shoot. Didn't arc to any of these 3 units that are nearby. And that was it. So we're on to bottom of turn 5. Okay, so the game ends on the bottom of turn 5, 7-4 for Necrons. What happened on the bottom of turn 5 for these guys? They moved forward and ran, moved forward, stayed where they were, everything fired up into here, but couldn't cause any wounds to stick. And that's it. We end the game. But thanks for the game. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Rafi.
Yeah, thanks for the game. Good fight, man. You slaughtered Lychguard beautifully in the middle with the awesomeness of Space Marines. They just cleaved right through this unit. There you go. And that's it. And he took down a Catan, but the Catan managed to take some guys with him, so that was helpful. But yeah, good game.